Hey, what's up everybody? The Fish Tank Guy here, and today I will be taking you through drilling your aquarium on a budget. I will start first with showing you all the supplies, about how much they cost, and then I will take you through the actual process. Now, you may have seen some of these videos online where it shows folks taking the tank outside, using a garden hose to keep the drill bit cool, or building like a dam around it to keep it cool, and a lot of that seemed messy to me, and I found that using a water spray bottle actually works just fine. So you'll be able to do this project on any counter or tabletop or any other flat surface in your home, and you won't have to worry about making a mess. So all right, I'm going to start first with the supplies, and then we'll move on to the actual drilling of the tank. You're going to want a roll of paper towel. You will need some sort of corded or cordless drill. Now, if you don't have one yourself, I'm sure you have a friend or relative you could probably borrow one from. Now, the next part, which is a big difference for my build as opposed to many others, is a water spray bottle. That helps to make this whole process a lot cleaner, reduces the mess, and makes everything simpler. You'll also want a roll of masking tape, a clamp, and then you will need some bulkheads. The bulkhead size will depend upon your setup, and there is going to be another video on my channel called something along the lines of choosing the right bulkhead size for your aquarium, and I will talk you through the reasons and gallons per hour and everything good about bulkheads on that. You'll also need a diamond hole saw. That is this guy. Once again, the size of the hole saw depends on the bulkhead size. And then last but not least, this is one crucial thing. It looks just like a bunch of nothing, but this is a piece of scrap, kind of like thin, I don't know, board, okay? And then this is just a piece of plastic. You can use a piece of cardboard instead of the plastic, but you definitely want some type of thin wood that you can use as a template. Now, all of these things, minus the drill obviously, are going to cost you in the neighborhood of about 30 bucks. I'll have all the totals on the screen. So the thing is, a lot of these items are things you can reuse over and over again for future projects, especially the more expensive items like the diamond hole saws and the clamp. And I'm not counting the cost of a drill, because that would obviously make the cost of the project go up quite a bit. All right, so now I'm going to take you through the preparation of your tank and actually drilling your aquarium. Now, this is where your template's going to come into play. Of course, when you first have it, you're not going to have a hole drilled in there, but what you want to do is you want to measure over and down approximately where you would like to install your bulkhead. Once you have measured over from the side and down from the black trim, that is where you'll want to drill your hole in your template. What this will do is will help steady the drill when you're drilling into the glass. Without a template there, it's easy for it to kind of slip a little bit. Now, if you don't have a template, you can always try to start it at an angle, but with a template, it's much easier. So once you have your hole in your template, you'll want to line this up with the edge and push it up against your trim. And this is where you'll use your piece of plastic or cardboard and your clamp and secure this onto the tank. Now, once you have your template in place, this is where your masking tape is going to come into play. You're going to tear off a few pieces and basically place it on the inside of the aquarium where you will be drilling the hole. This is to prevent the piece of glass from falling down and hitting the bottom of the tank when you break through. And it also helps to prevent cracking. Once you have the tank on its side, you'll want to place a couple pieces of paper towel underneath the hole, just in case you do cut through the masking tape and the glass falls to the bottom. You're going to want to wet the glass where you'll be drilling, and then you'll simply take your drill, try to place it evenly in your template, put a little pressure, especially when starting, to get that groove going. Now, once you drill a little bit, you'll want to spray a little bit more to keep everything cool. And you essentially want to keep drilling with the template until you have a good groove. Once you have a good groove in place, you can remove the template and continue drilling, without the template there. That way you can see a little bit better as to how far you're going. Now, what I recommend is to drilling a little bit at a time, pulling away, and then keeping your drill bit cool by spraying some water onto the area. Now I can feel that I have a pretty good groove started, so I'm going to remove the template so I have a better view of what I'm doing. One thing I want to mention is after you have that initial groove in your glass, you basically want to let the weight of the drill do most of the cutting. Once you feel like you've drilled most of the way through the glass, you can start to feel underneath on the masking tape to see if you're breaking through it all. Now, for me, over here, I start to feel it a little bit, but over here I don't. So I'll want to focus a little bit on putting some more pressure on this side of the hole so it comes out even. But other than that, as long as you're close, it will pop out relatively easily. So eventually you'll start to feel the pressure start to loosen up, and that means that you're through. As you can see, I can kind of move it a little bit. And now I can simply peel away the masking tape. And our piece of glass will come out with it. There you go. That's all there is to it. One thing I failed to mention earlier is that you should definitely wear a pair of glasses or safety glasses when you're doing this. You won't often have a lot of glass flying everywhere or anything like that, but it's just good to be safe and take that extra precaution when you're doing a project like this. So now I'm going to wipe this off, flip the tank up, screw the bulkhead in, and show you what it looks like. So here is the final product. I actually went ahead and did the other side off camera, so I have both bulkheads in place, one for the return and one for the overflow box, and there you have it. So once again, I'm the Fish Tank Guy. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Hopefully you found this video informative and it gave you some ideas if you want to drill an aquarium yourself. All right, that's all I got. So until a future Fish Tank Guy video, I will see you guys soon.